Hey guys, it's Kayla from Killing It with Coupons, and I have got a Walgreens haul to share with you guys for today. I am so excited. Everything worked out perfectly at Walgreens. I ended up placing this as a pickup order on Sunday night. My dad stopped on his way home from work and was able to pick these up, and they had everything in stock. All of the coupons came off, all of the deals worked out, all of my Walgreens cash I got back for everything. And like I said, there was a lot of items. I was so thankful my store was in stock of everything, and so I was able to get all of these items. Now, I did not have a spend booster for this week, but there is either a $8 back in Walgreens cash when you spend $35 or $7 back in Walgreens cash when you spend $35 that is floating around. So it may be available to some accounts. It depends. I didn't personally have any. A handful of other people may have also not gotten any. I don't know why. I seem to not get the regular just spend boosters that are account specific, which is very unfortunate. In addition to that too, I'm not getting any of the account specific CRTs from CVS either. So my deals are, even though I've been able to work out a lot of good stuff, it seems like at Walgreens and CVS, they could be a lot better for a lot of people if you are getting those spend boosters, those personalized spend boosters, and also personalized CRTs at CVS as well. So like I said, without those, I'm still able to score a lot of good deals. And again, this could look better for you if you do have that, the spend booster for this week. In fact, all these items for a net cost I ended up getting for under $20. And again, that was without my spend booster. So if you do have that $7 or $8 back, you could do this the exact same way and you would earn that back, making all these items around between $12 to $13, depending on the spend booster that you get back, plus tax, of course. So like I said, that could be super, super amazing, especially considering you got two giant things of Tide here, both the pods and the liquid as well. So I'm going to share with you guys all these deals and how I ended up working everything out. I did use the promo code, and I will share with you guys, you could do just the P&G deal that's going on for this week. You don't even need to pick up all these other things. I picked up these extra items as well, which were also really great deals for this week, but that was so that I was able to use Walgreens cash to pay and lower my out-of-pocket, because with just the P&G deal that's going on for this week, if you are using the promo code, which you can use the promo code, which is SPRING20, and that will take 20% off, because those items will total $50 to be able to use that promo code, which is spend 50 pre-coupon, and you will get 20% off. So like I said, you can do that and use that promo code with just those P&G items, but you would not be able to use any Walgreens cash at all, not even $1, because you would literally be, I think, 98 cents over the 45 that you need in order to earn the Walgreens cash back on the spend deal for that this week. So that's why I added the extra items, so that I was still able to use my Walgreens cash, some of it, and still earn my Walgreens cash back for the P&G spend deal that was going on for this week. So like I said, everything worked out perfectly for me. I was still able to use my Walgreens cash, earn my Walgreens cash back, and again, get all of these items super cheap. Pretty cheap out of pocket, but even cheaper net cost for this week. So these sales and deals run from May 3rd until May 9th. And I ended up, like I said, placing the order on Sunday night on the 3rd, and then picked it up today on the 4th. And today is May 4th. So may the 4th be with you, and happy Star Wars Day, guys. But the total retail price for all of these items would have been $128.60. I paid $28.57 plus tax out of pocket, saving $100.03. I did use $20 in Walgreens cash, and again, like I was saying, that was because I picked up these extra items down here at the bottom of the table, which allowed me to be able to use Walgreens cash to pay for my out-of-pocket, not affecting my P&G spend deal that I was doing. And I earned back $28.66 in Walgreens cash, making my net cost for all of these items just $19.91, which at retail price of what these two Tide cost, that would still be more money than just those two items. So I think scoring all of these items for that price was really, really awesome. And again, like I said, if you have that spend booster and you earn the $8 back, it would be $11.91 as a net cost. Or if you have the $7 spend booster, $12.91 as a net cost, which like I said, is even better. That's about the price of what one of these Tide retails for. But even without that, like I said, I still thought that under $20 as a net cost for all these items was a really good deal. I'm also really excited too because my brother does use the Head and Shoulders, that tea tree oil kind specifically. So, and I said I'd keep an eye out for a deal. And again, I scored that whole P&G deal was insanely cheap for this week. So I was happy to be able to get, mix that in with my deal that was going on as well. But to start off with, I will share with you guys the whole P&G scenario that I ended up doing. So the P&G items that I ended up including were 2 of the Head and Shoulders, 1 of the Tide liquid, which is the 80 ounces, and 1 of the Tide pods, which is the 42 count of the pods. And then I also picked up 1 of the Always Discreet pads, the 30 count, and also 1 of the Always Discreet liners, which is the 44 count. Now you could pick up 2 of the Always pads, but you cannot pick up 2 of the liners. You have to either pick up 1 pad, 1 liner, or 2 pads in order for the coupons to work, because there is a coupon that's only specifically attaching to the pads, but the other one will attach to the pads or the liners. So those are the 6 items that I picked up in order to work out this P&G deal that is going on for this week. And again, with the online deal, it will look different if you're doing this in store. But online, when you spend $45 in select P&G items, you will earn $15 back in Walgreens cash. And like I was saying, that is going to be specific to the online deals as opposed to in stores. But with that, we can also use the promo codes online as well. So that's why, like I said, I thought that this worked out to be a really good deal. So the way I ended up doing this was I picked up 2 of the Head and Shoulders. These are priced at $7, so they totaled $14. Regularly though, they're $8.99, so the 2 of them would have been $17.98. We have a $4 off 2 digital coupon. It does also say there's a $3 off 2 coupon, but it looks like most people should have gotten the $4 off 2 as well. Plus, I also applied because these items are going to total over $50 pre-coupon price, so I was able to apply the promo code SPRING20, which, like I said, takes 20% off a $50 purchase. So each of these items also I accounted for that 20% off, which for these took $1 off of each item, so $2 in total. So these will be $8, but then earn $3 back in Walgreens cash when you buy 2, making them 5 for 2 or $2.50. But like I said, that also counts into this whole scenario that we are doing with the P&G deal, where when we spend $45, we are going to get the $15 back, and that is pre-coupon, but post promo code and sales. Anything like Walgreens related, the promo codes, the Walgreens store coupons, the Walgreens just regular sales, and also the Walgreens cash that you'd be using count against that $45 that you need to meet in order to get the $15 back. And that goes with any spend deal that you end up doing, along with your spend boosters as well. With those 2 Head and Shoulders, you'll save $12.98. But again, since these are $14 minus the $2 from the promo code, these will be $12 counting towards our $45 that we need to meet in order to get back our Walgreens cash. Then, like I said, we also picked up 2 of the Always Discreet. Now, like I was saying, I picked up 1 of the pads and 1 of the liners. These are regularly both $7.99, but they're on sale this week for $6.50 when you buy 2, or like $13 for 2. And again, you do have to buy 2 to get them at that sale price. Like I was saying, there is a $5 off digital coupon that is only on the pads. So that will take $5 off plus 30 cents off for the Spring20 promo code. Then with the Always Discreet liners, the 44 counts are also again going to be $6.50 when you buy the 2 products, but there's a $3 off digital coupon. And like I was saying, you could pick up 1 of the liners or 1 of the pads again as well. And that $3 digital coupon will come off, plus 70 cents will come off for the Spring20 promo code. So these will be $4 for 2 or $2 each, and you save $11.98. But again, these are still counting towards that spend $45, earn the $15 back. And because the promo code will be taking $1 off, $12 of this is what counts towards the spend $45 to get $15 back. I also picked up 2 of the Tide detergents. Now, you're going to need to pick up 1 of the liquid, and I picked up the 64 load 80 ounce bottle of the liquid, which is priced $12.99, regularly $15.99, but there's a $3 off digital coupon, and the promo code took $2 off. So this was $7.99, and I saved $8 on that. But again, $10.99 of that is counting towards towards in order to get the 15 back. And very similarly with the Tide Pods, this is going to be a separate digital coupon, but it's also on sale for $12.99, regularly $14.99, with a $3 off digital coupon, and $2 comes off from the promo code, again making it $7.99, and you save $7. But like I was saying, $10.99 of that counts towards the $45 that we need in order to get our $15 back. So for 6 of those items, the retail price with no sales, no coupons, no nothing would have been $64.94. After the sales, but before any coupons, is $52.98. Then we had $7 in total come off from that promo code SPRING20, which again takes 20% off a $50 purchase, which these items were over $50 after the sale price, so we were able to get that promo code off with just that P&G deal. That will make the subtotal for these items $45.98. And again, in those spend deals, we need to make sure that our pre-manufacturer coupon total, but our post-Walgreens sales, Walgreens promo codes, Walgreens store coupons, and also Walgreens cash that we are using keeps our threshold above whatever we need to meet in those spend deals, which in this case is $45, which we were thankfully above at $45.98, which is, like I said, why you cannot even use one single dollar in Walgreens cash if you are doing just that P&G deal, because that would then drop your total right under $45 and you wouldn't earn the $15 back. But again, with each of those items and the coupons that I ended up mentioning that were manufacturer coupons, took $18 off. So your out of pocket for these items would be $27.98. But you will still earn back the $15 in Walgreens cash when you spend $45 in the select P&G items for this week, because our subtotal pre-coupon but post Walgreens discounts was above $45. Plus, you'll also earn that $3 that I mentioned from the Head & Shoulders for buying 2. So the net cost for these items is just $9.98 for all 6 of those items. If you have one of those spend boosters, which is the $7 back when you spend $35, or the $8 back when you spend $35, you can earn that here too, and you don't have to do anything else extra because those spend boosters just stack into the deal. So you'll be able to earn that back as well, making your net cost possibly as low as $1.98 or $2.98 for all 6 of those items. So that is amazing. If you have that spend booster for this week, you will be paying dirt cheap for these 6 items, which, like I said, for Tide especially is absolutely phenomenal. Those big things of Tide Pods and laundry detergent for, again, $9.98, or with your spend booster as low as just about $2. That's crazy. And again, for me, with no spend booster, I paid the $9.98 but saved $54.96. So for just about $65 worth of items, I paid about $10 and saved just about $55. I think that is really good, even with no spend boosters. So the other deals that I ended up doing, which again, you can do these deals as many or as few as you want. I just ended up doing these because I thought they were really good deals. I was able to use Walgreens cash to pay for these items, which then ended up lowering my total. The manufacturer coupons will not count against using the Walgreens cash in like messing up any of that P&G deal. So long as my items would total over $20, I was able to use $20, which was what I did for this week. And in addition to that, since my other items totaled over $50, I got the additional 20% off all of these other items as well, because I was over the $50 that I needed to apply that promo code. It also took it off of all of these items as well, which made these items even super cheap. So what I picked up was 3 of the Arizona teas. I love the Arnold Palmers. These are $2 for 3 on sale this week. They're regularly 99 cents, so the 3 of them would have been $2.97. But since I had that Spring 20 promo code apply to these items as well, it took 39 cents off, making these $1.61 for 3, or 54 cents each, and I saved $1.36. Again, if you just went into the store to pick these up, $2 for 3 is a really good price, because these are normally always $1, so I thought that that was a really good price for those. I also picked up one of the Revlon nail clippers, which are priced $2.99 regularly, and we have a $2 off digital coupon. So you'd pay 99 cents for this, but because of my promo code, it took 20% off in addition to that as well, making this just 79 cents, and I saved $2.20. I also picked up one of the Gain dryer sheets, which this is a really good deal. Now, again, this is a P&G item along with the Crest, but these are not counting in towards the P&G deal. in addition to the Dawn and the Febreze as well. Those are P&G products, but they do not count into that deal. So again, that's why I just picked these items up and use these coupons, because it still made these really, really cheap for this week. The Gain dryer sheets, these 60 count, these are on sale for $3.79. They're regularly $5.99, but we have a $3 off digital coupon, which is a very high value coupon for this, which is, again, like on sale this week for super cheap. So you would pay 79 cents out of pocket for this, but again, for me, because I was using the promo code online, it took an additional 16 cents off, so I paid 63 cents for this and saved $5.36. I also picked up one of the Dawn Power Wash, which is priced $4.99, regularly $6.49. There is a $2 off digital coupon on this, so you would pay just $2.99 for it, but again, with the additional 20% off, I got 60 cents off, making this $2.39, and I saved $4.10. I also picked up two of the Dawn dish liquids, the 18, and these are the regular, like the Dawn Ultra. You could get, I think it is the like platinum possibly, or something like that. The other ones, they're a little bit smaller bottles, but they're also priced the same this week. These are what I ended up going with, which, like I said, was the 18 ounce of the dish liquid. These are $2.99 on sale this week, so they were $5.98 for the both of them. Regularly, though, they're $3.99, so they would have been $7.98. There is a $2 off 2 digital coupon, so for these you would end up paying just $3.98 for 2, or $1.99 each. Again, for me personally, it took an extra 80 cents off for the 20%, and I got these for $3.18 for 2, or $1.59 each, and saved $4.80, which I again overall thought was not too bad of a deal, and it also allowed me to be able to use Walgreens cash for this week, like I was saying with picking up all of these additional items. A really good deal though going on for this week is on the Febreze. Now you can either buy the Febreze Fabric Refresh like spray, or you could also buy the car clips. The coupon will apply to either or of those items, and they're on sale for the same price of $3.49. Regularly though, the Febreze Refresh, the fabric spray, this is $7.29. I think the car clips are a little bit cheaper, but again, it doesn't matter because they are on sale for the $3.49 this week. And we have a $2 off digital coupon, which will make these just $1.49. Again, with using the promo code, I got the 20% off, making this 30 cents that came off in addition to that, for $1.19 for this, and I saved $6.10. Another really good deal that is going on for this week is on the Crest toothpaste. These are on sale for $3.50 this week, so 3 of them will be at $10.50. Regularly, these are $4.99, so they would have been $14.97. There is a bunch of different coupons and different ways that you could do this. I picked up 3 of the toothpaste because there is a $3 off to I think it's just Crest and Oral-B product coupon, and also a $1 off digital coupon on the toothpaste specifically. There is a 50-cent off coupon on the toothbrushes, I believe. I just, like I said, ended up picking up the 3 toothpaste because that was the way it was working, because for some reason when I was still adding in the toothbrushes, it was applying the $1 off coupon that was not applying to the 1 toothpaste that I was getting. So like I said, I just picked up 3 toothpaste, used the $1 off digital coupon and the $3 off 2 digital coupon. So you would pay $6.50 out of pocket and then get $5 in Walgreens cash back when you buy 3 this week, which is a digital coupon that you do need to make sure that you clip. That would make these just $1.50 for 3, or 50 cents each. Now again, I got the additional 20% off, and the 20% applies after any and all coupons. So if you have a $2 item and use a $1 off coupon, you get 20 cents off, which is 20% of the $1, since your coupon will bring your total down to $1 for that. So that is the way the promo codes work. It applies post coupon of any type of coupons or sales or anything like that. Since it applies pre Walgreens cash that we're earning back, it took $1.30 off for the 20%. So for me, I paid $5.20, but earned the $5 back, making these 20 cents for 3, or only about 7 cents per tube of toothpaste, and I saved $14.77. I also ended up picking up 2 of the Colgate toothpaste, which are priced $6 for this week, and so they totaled $12 for the 2 of them. Regularly, they are $7.49, so they would have been $14.98. I used a $5 off 2 digital coupon, so for these, you would end up paying $7 out of pocket, but earn $5 back in Walgreens cash when you buy 2, making them $2 for 2 or $1 each. Again, with my promo code that I was using, it took $1.40 off, and I paid $5.60 out of pocket, earned the $5 back for buying 2, making me 60 cents for 2 or just 30 cents each, and I saved $14.38. And like I said, I thought that overall that was some pretty good deals for being able to still apply the promo code to each of those items. Again, you can do that too if you are not over the $50 though. The other promo code you can use is, which is I believe spring 15, I think it is, and it takes 15% off a $35 purchase. So if you're under that and you would rather use that promo code, you can. Plus, I think we are always good for the WAG 10, which takes just 10% off regardless. But like I said, since I was over that $50 with all of the items I purchased, I was able to use that, and a total of $12.15 came off by just using that promo code, which is like amazing. And you know, again, taking that additionally off of all of the items that I was getting, which again, some of these deals maybe wouldn't have been that great without that promo code. Like again, $2.99 for the Dawn, the Power Wash. Even though this is pretty good, $2.99 isn't the best price for that, but with that additional promo code, it was a pretty good deal for being just a little bit over $2 for that. And again, that made like my toothpaste insanely cheap for this week. And also, like I said, the P&G deal as well that was going on. So again, if you do have a spend booster for this week, that will make these deals insanely awesome for you. And like I said, hopefully you have it. Like, I don't know why I don't tend to get those Walgreens spend boosters really anymore. It was weird when I came back to couponing. Maybe it's just that I haven't been shopping at Walgreens for a while, but when I came back, it just seemed like I was getting really, really low value ones. Like it'd be like, oh, here's $2 back when you spend 15, and everybody else was like getting, oh, here's like $10 back when you spend 30 or something like that. And I was like, why is mine so low? And then all of a sudden I really have not been getting any spend boosters at all when everybody else seems to be getting account specific spend boosters. So I don't know why. And like I said, my little rant about CVS in there too, but I should have my CVS haul for you guys, I think on Wednesday. I think one item will be late on Thursday, but I think I'm going to still record it on Wednesday if it all ends up coming. So I should have that for you guys, but it is shipping instead of doing a pickup order. But overall, for everything working out as well at Walgreens, I was super excited because these deals, again, worked out to be really good with the spend deals that was going on, having the Walgreens cash that I could use, still earning back more than I ended up actually using, making for a decently low out of pocket for, again, everything I got. And then also, in addition to that too, like I said, making my net cost really cheap for this week. But again, that does it for me. If you guys have any other deals or a haul that is going on at Walgreens for this week, let me know. And if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you guys like and follow, and I'll see you guys all in the next haul. So bye guys.